clap? Yeah? Good, good. Just want to make sure you guys were with me. All right, Steve, you can bring that down. Well, I don't know about you, but I love stories. I love good stories. You know, I love to sit and watch a good story, read a good story. It doesn't matter what it is, it's a good story. I love it. And it's not so much the plot lines or the plot twists that I really enjoy, but when I look at a story, the thing that really engages me and keeps me excited are the characters. You know, if you find a story that has a decent plot line but they have terrible characters, you lose interest. You know what I mean? I like really good characters like Jack Bauer, right? 24. That cat is a good character. I want to be like him, you know? I'll be able to go in there and beat people up anytime I want, and it's all good. And the president calls me. She's like, Jack, I want you to beat some more people up. You know, I'm like, cool, I got it. I love that. I love good characters. And we love watching characters. I mean, we love heroes like Jack Bauer because he makes us want to be better. Quite frankly, we like villains, too, because they make us feel better about ourselves, right? We can kind of go, well, at least I'm not them, you know? But we want characters that are endearing, you know, stuff that we can connect with, stuff that people we can empathize with, people we can connect with. And some of you guys know this about me, but for years, I was a professional actor. And what I did full-time was create characters, ultimately. I would get scripts from directors, producers, whatever, and I'd open the scripts and I'd kind of go through them and I'd see what my character is, and I'd start reading and try to find a way to create the character, to make him real, make him somebody that the audience can identify, somebody they can empathize with and want to be like. And I loved it. In fact, the favorite thing I ever did, I didn't like performing as much as I really liked creating characters. I would love the rehearsal process, and then we'd do like a show, like the first night, and then I was done. I was like, okay, that was cool. What's next? I love the creating character. I love the process, and so many great characters, so many great stories, and be able to take those and to make them my own. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little exercise. You guys are going to help me create a character. You're going to help me. You're going to go through the process you're going to help me with the process of creating a character. And at the end of it, hopefully we will be able to understand who our families are meant to be. Today we're going to talk about who our families are meant to be, and next week Gene is going to talk about what they can do to make a difference. But here's a little disclaimer, sort of a clear the air kind of thing, elephant in the room. I know this word family is kind of one of those weird words that when we use it, sometimes I think we hear it and we immediately think of this image. We think of a mom, a dad, and kids in your house. And anybody who doesn't live in this sort of construct, when you say family, oh, they're not talking to me. But I challenge you that if someone came to you, if the census came to your house and there was a question there and it said, describe your family, list the personnel, the people in your family, you start listing things. Like, I got a mom, I got a dad, I got a brother, I got a sister, I got kids, I got a wife, you start doing that. You have an image of what your family looks like. And it may not be this where you're a parent, you have kids living at home. It could be you're single, okay, and maybe you're a brother or a sister, but you're still a part of a family, right? Or maybe you're an empty nester and your kids are growing up and they're having kids, but you're still a mother or a father of some kids. They just don't live in your house. And God has a very specific plan, not just for the individual kids, this is on your family pages. God has a specific plan, not just for the individual, but for your family as well. So can we agree that for today, when I talk about family, that you can superimpose the construct that you live in, whatever that may be, on top of that word family? Can we agree to do that today? Yeah? Good. If you do, it's going to be much more fun, right? Okay, so we're going to do that. So we'll bring up the lights just a little bit here. Here's what I want to do. We're going to do this exercise. We are going to pretend that someone is writing a made-for-TV movie about your family. Okay, it's going to be a Lifetime or something like that. It's going to be wonderful. They're going to make a film about your family, and I, as the actor, am going to play a character in your family. Okay? So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. See, when I create characters, it's a real serious process. When I create characters for my plays and productions, I ask 3 specific questions to help me understand who this character is and what the identity of the character is. So you guys, you have your family page and you have your worship guys, you get those out. And if you have a pen or a pencil, come on, this is an audience participation, get the stuff out. It'll be much more fun if you get this out. Trust me. Today, you will be asked to participate quite a bit. So, let's start right now. get that worship guide out. Kids, the family pages is a great opportunity. There is a question at the very first, and the question I always ask, the first question I ask about a character when I'm trying to find the identity of a character and figure it out is I ask the question, what does the character do on a regular basis? So you in your seat as an individual, if you're by yourself, you work and answer the question that's there. If you're with a family, this is a great opportunity for you like to pull your chairs together, make a lot of noise and talk and discuss. It doesn't bother me. I enjoy that, okay? So here's the question you're going to ask. What are some activities that your family does on a regular basis? You got about 3 minutes. Hit it. You know, I think it's funny, one of the reasons why I don't, as I create characters, I don't look at what the character says, is because a lot of times what we say we do is different than what we actually do, right? And that's the reason why I look at what do we do on a regular basis. Okay, so now, the second question that I usually do when I'm creating a character is I ask myself, what do the other characters in the play or in the movie, what did they say about the character that I'm playing? So in this made-for-TV movie, your family is the character, and I want you now on your worship guides and your family pages, you have the question, how would other people describe your family? Okay, and so we'll have the question up on the screen so that you can have it. What words do people use to describe your family? We're going to give you 2 minutes this time. Rock it out. Wow. It's very convicting for me. It's funny, I actually go on Facebook and I asked my extended family the same question, you know, what would other people say about our family? And they started rattling off this stuff that was amazing. It was like, we are amazing, we're inspiring, we're risk takers, we're wonderful people, all this great stuff. And I stopped them and I said, okay, hold up. Is that what you hope people say about you, or is that really what people would say about you? And they all agreed, oh, that's really what we want them to say about us. And I think much like this young lady on the screen, you try to organize your life in such a way that people say certain things about you, right? But when we're creating a character, we ask the questions. We ask the one, what does the character do? And second, what do other people in the play, other characters, say about the character? But then the third question, this is actually the most important question, okay? All those other questions are good. If I was creating a character for your family, I'd be in a good position. I'd be able to start the character. But the third question to me is the most important. And the third question I always ask when I'm creating a character is, what does the author say about the character? Because really, that's the most important thing. Because the author or the writer of the TV movie, they have ultimately, created the character. They know the true intentions behind what a character says. They know the true abilities and limitations of the character. And ultimately, they made the character so they know why the character is in the story. They know what the purpose of this character is for the story. So as we look at our families and we think about God has this big story that he is telling, which is in this particular book, we ask ourselves, what is the purpose and the identity of our family? And so we must ask God, the maker, what the truth is.